everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Loss of Lieutenant. My name is Tristan, and today we're going to be doing a nice little episode of the unboxing and review of Operation Sandtrap, kindly provided to us by CB for review purposes. So, let's crack straight into it. Alrighty, let's just... we got a nice looking box. We put it back there. Alrighty, so the first thing we get when we open the box is we have this lovely little kind of lore book. So it just takes you through what's happened in the lore since this new planet has been founded. Takes you through the conflict between Pano and JSA, all the new units, the new sectorals. It gives you a little bit of cool info on them. Lots of lovely cover art as well. Gives you a little bit of history behind the different samurai paths and about the actual planet itself, Shinju. And finally, at the end of the book, we have a couple of narrative missions based on the conflict between JSA and Pano. If anyone's ever interested in playing some lovely narrative-based things with their new lovely models. So, that's a lovely little warbook if you want to get into that. Getting into the box itself, very typical for these two-player box sets. You get a set of dice each, which are very nice. JSA ones look lovely. Pano is lovely Pano blue. You get your bases. And then we hop into our miniatures. So, this first one here is the Hatamoto Imperial Guard, in my opinion, one of the most interesting models and profiles we've seen so far from Operation Sandtrap and the new JSA. For those who haven't played Infinity in a while and you're kind of dreading putting the metal miniatures together, CB have really upped their game when it comes to the contact points and the way to put them together. So you can kind of see here, you've got the main body with one leg, and typically on an older miniature, you would have an arm and a leg as separate pieces. Let's see if I want to focus. There we go. However, when it comes to this, the arm and the leg are one piece and they have two contact points. So they kind of just fit together like that. And it is a whole lot easier to get them to stay together. You've got that. And then as typical, you've got your kind of gun arm with a very big square peg, or I should say a slightly off-center square peg, so it only goes in one way. And that is not going anywhere. That's your Hatamoto Imperial Guard. Then let's jump into some other stuff. We can see here one of the Senku, I want to say. But as is to note, so we have a lovely... it wants to focus. There we go. We have a lovely metal miniature. It wants to play with the camera nicely. There we go. Lots of detail, loveliness. One thing to keep in mind is that CB have added some Psyocast backpacks. I know Psyocast has some mixed feelings, but this does keep the cost down for them. And yeah, so just keep that in mind. Just pop him over here. This lovely little man here is your pre-order exclusive. So if you get a Sandtrap box that's made before the release of N5, you will get your lovely Yamabushi. And he's kind of chilling on a wall. He is playable for both the JSA and the Pano sectorals. So he's very cool. And again, the leg and the arm are effectively one piece. So you've got a ton of contact points. And basically he's not really going to come apart. He's not coming apart, which is great. And even the bow, since it's holstered, it's not going to be like the fiddly swords and fiddly bows of the olden times. That's probably a lot easier to shave all the excess off, and it'll be much easier to put together. So there's that. Got the scarecrow. We have the Raiden. The Raiden looks pretty cool. The Raiden with his heavy rocket launcher. Again, a lovely big square for a contact point. Not small at all. And just simply fits together like that. Excellent. Alright guys, so you do get 7 miniatures per side, and you get the exclusive miniature. So we will have a little look at all of them built in a moment. But the last thing you get in this box is you're going to get the new style scenery. So this is different to just the squares and the blocks. You can see here you get a lot of different stuff. And we will put that together and we will show you what it looks like. Your battle mat for 150 point games. I won't open the whole thing, but these are super useful. If you want to run a slow grow event or something like that, get a bunch of these, and it's great. All right, more. Oh, alrighty. Open this train up. So somewhere in here, you can see that you get pretty much everything you need for a Infinity game. So it looks like you get, oh geez, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. You get 20 orders, 20 regular orders, 2 lieutenant orders, a bunch of camo, console, supply boxes, wounds. Flip them over. You've got your unconscious, you've got double wounds, you've got templates, you've got silhouettes of all requirements, prone tokens, impetuous. You get 3 lieutenant orders, very nice. A couple of regulars, a couple measuring sticks. Excellent, excellent. Everything a new player needs to play the game. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do with this. Alrighty, so this kind of is already half cut. So you can kind of push it out and then just roll it round, which is cool. The last one, boom. And then there's probably going to be, yeah, I believe these are it. And you can change what one they go in, but you can shove them in there. And you've got a little building with a little pieces of cover already attached to it, which is super handy. Alright, let's put these together. These are also double-sided. They don't bend the other way, so I'm not exactly sure why they're double-sided, but they're double-sided. It looks like they've done the same thing for all the terrain. they've kind of pre-cut it, so it's not in 4 pieces, it's just in 1, and it makes it a whole lot easier to put together. Got a little cross pattern in there. Gives it rigidity. Gives you little corners on each building. That's excellent. I really like that. Alrighty, guys. So, in total, you get 5 buildings. Nice amount. Including these 4 little ones as well. Now, we'll move on to the last piece of terrain, which is these little crates. You seem to get 5 of these as well. So, great. So, you just have 3 little tabs, and you kind of pop that in there to make like a little ramp. This one might be better to take these tabs out first, just so you can see where the hole is easier, because you've got to line all 3 up, put it together, but it is still incredibly straightforward. Just very simply wants to work. Get them in the hole. Get them in the hole. Very much like that. Cool. And then you have these slits here, slits in the bottom. I'm assuming to either connect them, maybe to these little things, something like that. Not sure. Alrighty, guys. Welcome back. I have finished making all the terrain. So you get 5 of these little barricades, which are less than S2, meaning they can be vaultable, but you can still gain cover. Very nice. You get 5 of these big buildings and 4 of these little buildings. Now, it only took me about 20 minutes to put it all together. So, very quick to get into it. Very nice. It's lovely and it's painted, and it's different to what we have. Hopefully we get additional stuff. From what I can see from this guide to put it together, seems like CB are planning to make different types of terrain yet again, potentially as a standalone thing. So maybe some platforms in which buildings can be stuck on. Obviously, we've already got some little barricades and potentially some crates and some bridges, and maybe some different floored buildings, potentially in the future, which all looks very nice. Join me in a moment while I put all the models together and we can all have a quick look at them. Welcome back, everyone. I have spent the past few hours putting together miniatures, and let's have a little quickie look at them. So, the first one we have is the pre-order exclusive, the Yamabushi, which is available to both Anno and JSA. It wants to focus. There we go. Very nice, very interesting profile. Look at him. Very cool. All right, let's move on. Let's start with Pano. So, first thing we have are the new Fusiliers, the Fennec Fusiliers. Probably, in my opinion, the best looking Fusiliers we have. We want to focus. Yep. all of them have these cool little desert backpacks. And caps and goggles. So there's one. Show this little boy. Very nice. Putting these miniatures together was a lot easier than some other miniatures I put together. CB really know their stuff when it comes to putting together models and designing them. Here we have the paramedic. Focus, yep. Very nice, very detailed. All right, we will move on to the Black Air, one of the seemingly more powerful profiles that we've seen. Unfortunately, only AVA 1 in vanilla, which means we're going to have to be choosing which one you want to take. There we go. This is the Neurocynetics multi-sniper variant, which has MSV2 and mimetism, which is very lovely. And beefy ass. We have the Banshee, the new drop trooper for Kestrel. In its cool dynamic drop troop pose. We have the Scarecrow. Now this is a very unique looking model for Pano. Very cool. And finally for Pano, we have the Griffin, which looks very similar to an Orc, but gets MSV, so it's obviously better. Come on. There we go. With its HMG. Alright, moving on to the JSA. We have the line infantry, the Senku, all the face masks. Now you'll note that these guys have Psyocast backpacks. There's only 2 things to trim on them, which means they're pretty decent in terms of backpacks. There's not really any cleaning you have to do. Which is nice. We have that one. We have this one. Full top knot. Another backpack. Still has a decent amount of detail, which is good. And finally, the last Senku. Very easy to put together. We have the Raiden. Now this guy is pretty sweet. Hidden deploy missile launcher or heavy rocket launcher with samurai swords. Very nice. Very cool pose. We're allowed to see it, camera. Come on. There we go. Lovely detail. Excellent. We have the Jizumarai. Stupid name, but cool as fuck model. Again, if it wants to focus. Come on. There are my fingers. There we go. 2 swords. Big beefy chest. Shotgun on the belt. Very cool. we have, I forget this guy's name, but I shall find it. This is the Nokizaru. There we go. Nokizaru. Tactical rock. Cool gun. Always love the swords. Very lovely. And last but not least, probably my favorite looking model we have here is the Hatamoto Imperial Guard. Very interesting profile. JSA getting their hands on a little bit of alien tech. Very cool. Now, all of these models were exceptionally easy to put together, with one exception, being the Black Air has a little, we can see, this little cap that attaches to the back. It's very small and a kind of a pain in the ass to put together, reminiscent of like Neoterran bolts, that kind of thing. So, yeah, that'll remind you of N3, but apart from that, excellent to put together. And this is the collection you get from Sandstorm. So you get all this terrain, you get 15 models in total with some dice, you get some tokens in the box, which I haven't pulled out yet, which is fantastic. In future, we are going to be painting these models up. We'll have a separate video of us painting these models, and then either on N5 release or near N5 release, we'll have a demo game showcasing them. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Any feedback, please leave it on, either send it to lossoflieutenant@gmail.com or post it on whatever page you're listening to this on. I hope everyone has a lovely day. Goodbye.